to the only way. Grateful to be here. It's Friday. Yes, yes, yes. It's still early from 10 a.m. I understand. But when you're part of this fam, you start to understand that we work in mysterious ways. Every day is a new day, new opportunity to be grateful, to be playful, to no longer be hateful, to appreciate that you're never alone in this zone, right here on your phone. You're part of the tribe that feels alive. We're here to thrive. 365. We may have been in a hell spell before, but we know now what's in store. It's hardcore. You realize it's about the surprise, that there's no end, it's just mind bending. It's no ending. So if you're new, passing through for a minute or two to find out what I do, it's to help people on this journey of life to let go of strife, even with an ex-wife. I'm divorced now 9 years, 9+ years. There were a lot of fears and a lot of tears, but you let them clear. You no longer let it steer you. You see it through. You know what's true. You start to go into your heart's where you start. But how do you go into your heart to realize you're never alone? Like, the whole thing is that people feel so alone nowadays, so alone, so much noise, so much noise. They have so many toys and there's so much noise. Because we watch the news for the clues. We don't stay in our own movie. But once we stay in our own movie, it's really groovy. You start to see, when you sit like a tree, how to be free. You sit longer, you get stronger, day by day by day. You come on a display, you know it'll all be okay. This is the only way. You understand how to pray. You lean into your own words no matter how absurd. You're a little bit of a nerd, but then you listen to the birds and you're like, oh, that's what you are, nature. Once you understand its nomenclature. But you're an interesting creature, sort of like a teacher, not much of a preacher. But at the end of the day, again, what are we to do but to allow others to find a little bit of a clue as they pass on through, as they walk on this journey, what we call home, walking this journey home, right here on the phone. So welcome, new or old, will never be sold. We will be bold. We will lean into our mold because the story unfolds. Story unfolds. It's your story, but it's God's glory. It's the God inside when you no longer have to hide. You have no doubt. You don't need to scream and shout. You're not about the clout. But what is it about? It's about going into, it's a decision. It's not a religion. Is it a mission? I never envisioned that I would leave religion. I was born a Jew. As you're passing through, that might be new for you as far as what I do. I could speak faster, but I realize people say if I speak too fast, they're worried I'm going to run out of gas. Well, I'm like, I just got a little sass, if you know what I mean. It's not about being obscene. It's understanding we're one big team. It's a dream. It really is a dream. Once you change your mentality, wow, a different reality. It's really strange. It starts to rearrange, but you're out of the cage. You're out of the maze. It was a haze at times. And again, we're here to intertwine with the magnificent design by the divine. It's the divine plan. You're just a man. You understand. You're a human. It's part of the solution. My name is Yoni. It's not Tony. It's Yoni. It's pretty easy. Yoni, not Tony. Yoni, not a phony. Sometimes I'm a little bit like baloney. Like, I'm a dad, so it's not bad, not even a tad. I'm grateful, not hateful, I'm just playful. But at the same time, there are three teenagers no longer in danger because when you lean into love, not just above, but right here, it's so clear in this beautiful atmosphere. Welcome. Thank you for saying hi. It's good to say hello through a beautiful window. It's good to say hello as we're passing through to our neighbors. We're neighbors. We may have once been players and, haters and investigators, but we come back. We learn to attract. It's a fact. It's a wrap. So clap. I'm glad you made it here to let go of fear. So grateful. I won't back down, as Tom Petty says. I won't back down. You'll make a different sound on this ground, but you start to realize it's merry-go-round. We go round and around we go until we pause for a good cause. To take a breath because you're no longer stressed. You don't second guess. You know what it all is about. You start to understand. You have to stand your ground to make a sound, but you have to lean in. It's a decision to listen to your intuition. But it started for me with meditation. A fridge. I did feel cold earlier. Interestingly, you brought that up. I felt cold. But you have to be bold. You have to lean into your own mold and never fold. Keep your eyes open. Sometimes you close them. You're on a station. It's a vibration. Hopefully, I'm creating a certain sensation. The idea is to get into meditation because we're conscious. We could become conscious beings, which is the idea of realizing we're breathing every single moment of the day, breath by breath. When you start to feel blessed, you're saying thank you throughout your day. You have mantras, you have affirmations. Om Mane Padme Hum. When you're in that zone, you're no longer alone. Om Mane Padme Hum, which means the formless nature of God is sitting like a jewel on top of a lotus in your heart. So start there. So I share. Why? Because I care. I know it's rare. Would I have dared before to know what was in store? It was completely hardcore. But again, you start to understand. You build a tribe that feels alive 365. So subscribe now. That's how you take a vow. Not to me, can't you see, but to your own reality that you made it to a place of grace where you too can show your face on a display. It'll be okay. That is the only way to lean into your routines. To lean into your routines. Fridge, fridge. Our words that rhyme with fridge, like ridge, but at the same time, again, I froze before, and it's okay. Sometimes you pause, sometimes you take a break, but there are no mistakes made in this game. It's completely insane at first. You want to rehearse, but you're about to burst. But you write a page a day, a page a day, a page a day, and then all of a sudden it changes all your ways. It becomes like a craze. Wholesome greetings to you as well. I hope you can tell I'm under a certain spell, but it's a spell of heaven 24/7. It's thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Om Mane Padme Hum. I'm never alone in this zone. Here together, once you remember, it's a vow to surrender, not to be contenders, not to be defenders either, but to be believers. Believers in going in. It's a decision in. He is in you. You are in him. It's a decision, not a religion. This is my mission to help you walk home right here on this phone. Never feel alone ever again. Find your Zen. Be here to blend with a positive trend. Be positive to learn to give. Hearts, likes, all those things. Ride all those bikes. It's all good when it's understood. What am I? I am. I hope you're part of this fam. It's like a jam. It's like a poetry slam. You know what I mean? That kind of scene. We're one big team. So no need to scream. Just come together. Then the sound of silence comes on. Because of the vision. You had a vision. I have a guru that might be new as you're passing through. Guru. You are your own guru, but I do have a guru. I thought it was voodoo and cuckoo. Baba Naim Karoli Maharaji, which means great king. He told me to sing. He told me to believe. He told me you too can achieve. You will retrieve. He said it's me and you and me. It's one and the same. Don't complain. Start to train. It's never in vain. You might have to entertain and explain at times with your rhymes and lines. It's not a crime to shine. We're here to intertwine. Can't you see past the eyes? Past this disguise, there are no more lies. Love everyone and tell the truth. My words are loose, sometimes I rhyme. It's okay to play. This is the only way. It's about your own routines, creating your own scenes. Live out your dream. Never be me. Love, 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 not just above, because so many people feel so alone on their phones and they wonder why, because they're watching things about the vision. They're talking about religion, holy wars, in the name of God. In the name of God, put down, make a different sound right here on this very ground. That's what it is. But it's a decision to listen to yourself, to get out of your prison mind in order to find, no longer be blind. Comfortable science is better than comfortable chatter. When you're no longer scattered, and the world will never shatter, it goes round and around. And when you stop, you know you will never drop. You're gonna flip flop. You're gonna change. It's gonna get real strange, but things are gonna rearrange. You understand that the one on the other side is the one. We're one. One is fun, everyone. That's the place of grace. That's a little taste. Show your face. Head to toe, you will grow. It's an inside out job. Smile like a wild child leaning into your style. A rebel or a devil? I say an angel from a different angle, but that's what you are. You are a star near or far. We at the weekend. We're at the weekend. You know what the weekend brings? People want to sing on the weekends. Oh, yeah. At the clubs, at the bars, they want to be the stars. They're drinking and drinking and singing and singing. And I say it's okay to play in your own way. It's okay to have one or two as you pass on through. Three or four. It might get quiet for a minute. It might get quiet. I'm not sure if it's working right now. Let me know. Someone tried to pass on through to put a call through, but we're doing something new. We're gonna stay right here in this beautiful atmosphere. They don't want me getting this message out. It's no doubt. I'm not here for clout. You want to know what I'm about? The I am. Only I am. Jesus said, I am the way. I love you. I love you. It's true. My eyes are blue. I sat by the ocean with so much devotion. It was like a special potion. Thinking of my daughter and also thinking about my sons. And I was still a little bit on the run for a while. But I was dancing, dancing and dancing, grateful to be dancing, grateful to fall in love with the universe. It's no longer a curse when you no longer look in reverse. People ask if I curse, but they're just words. Can, of course. No remorse there. I share. I'm a dad. My kids sometimes curse. It's all good. Listen to crazy songs. No matter how long, you could call it wrong. They want to put our song in the car. My daughter's 13, singing her way through that song. I'm like, I can't believe the words of this song, but I love it. She was enjoying the moment, love the moment. Oh, we're in the same place. We're in the same place to that. We're in the same place. We're on this journey together. That's why you're here. We're on this journey together. We're rising up to this occasion. We're rising up, and when you know, you know. But you know from the heart. You don't have to say words. It smells like Teen Spirit up in here. You got a certain spirit when there's a lot of Sir Carnage. Sir 1111. Sir Carnage shows up at 1111. No doubt. No doubt he knows what about the positive vibes at this tribe. Sir Carnage brings those vibes every time. Every time. As much as he can. Grateful, grateful. Many people have come on these pages or have been here for months and have brought up the thing, brought up that feeling of being alone. And I know that feeling. I was reeling until I was 37. I never felt like I was in heaven. And then I worked towards that. I didn't understand. And as I worked in meditation throughout after being here now, it's an unfolding journey. And yes, there are moments where it feels, and that's where breathing comes in to let it go. Let it go. It's passing show. It's passing show. It's illusions of confusion. But this is your intrusion. It's to that place to lean in. May we once say negative things about ourselves. We stop. No more negativity, only positivity, only love, only gratitude, only thank you. You're gonna have your moments. Yeah, I don't know what people are gonna say. You're angry. And you're like, not angry. Then if you're like, I'm not really angry, but I still felt it. And I'm like, damn, they call me out of that. But like, all right, I gotta work on it. Ooh. But what you see is what you see, because what you see is your reality. So I can't do something for someone else's reality. I can tell you how I feel. No anger, no longer in danger. But at the same time, sometimes I feel what's real, and sometimes I understand that I have to play the role. We're just a soul. People say it's completely out of control, but here I'm on a station. It's a vibration. It's a sensation. It's kind of like levitation. But we want powers, and if we don't get powers, we turn sour. So people don't want to do meditation because they want levitation right away. It can't stay longer to get stronger, just a little bit. You want to get into a fit. I say, stay longer, you'll get lit. It'll be really fun when you're no longer on the run. You no longer care to get some. You know what I mean? Not a big scene. All that, scorn from all that. I'm no longer torn. You know what I mean? You love. It's all beautiful. It's all God. Story about my guru walking into a college dormitory with a picture of a naked woman on the wall, and the guy turned it around, and my guru walked in, and he said, "Why would you turn it around? It's the picture of God, the goddess." Do you understand the difference when there's no resistance between someone walking in a room saying that's bad, and then someone says, no, you should be glad. That's the picture of a goddess. That is the goddess. What if God shuffled by one day we might see doing not a thing, breathing just to breathe? Those are the famous words of Dave Matthews Band. I'm a huge fan. You understand he's just a man. Humanist solution, but soul is really out of control. Buddhists don't use the word soul, but awareness. Consciousness. I'm not a Buddhist, more like a Buddhist, but at the end of the day, just words, just joking. What am I? Just a guy, no lies, no AI. There's a surprise that lies all behind. 1414 on the time. When you understand it's not a crime to notice the signs. Notice it, thank you, universe. It's not a curse when you start to notice. Wherever you go, wherever you go, wherever you go, you grow. Take it slow. One by one by one. Then we're really having fun. When your world changes, the world changes. You can't change the world, we can change your world. When your world changes, you can change the world. And it's not what everyone thinks, because if you think the world stinks, you have to blink. Because you have to understand, you have to lean back, you have to retract. You can't change the world. You can change your world. So dance with a twirl. Smile from ear to ear. When you let go of fear, you no longer try to steer. But I know a lot of us want to have that fear again, where at the end of the week it's a new street. But it's not bleak. The end is not near. Have no fear, my dear. We're not trying to steer. I'm not trying to be a seer. I was a rabbi years ago, but I've taken it real slow, steady as we go. I'm really steady. I'm ready. Ready. What brought me here? I come from lightning, dead, itching in my path. What brought me here to this present moment is Ram Dass, be here now. But it was because I was in a place of I was spinning, 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 chasing, 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 and I had there was a Dave Matthews Band festival that got canceled, and I was supposed to go to a festival, and instead I ended up with my two best friends in nature, taking psychedelics and seeing nature for the first time, talk to me, communicate with me. And then I went down a Ram Dass journey because I meditated to Ram Dass a few this is stories within stories how I got to Ram Dass, but then meditation and Ram Dass and letting go, letting go, letting go more and more. And then I had surgery, and I was in crazy pain. Miracles, the universe is miraculous. But you have to see it in the mundane, and then it becomes you already know. Then it becomes completely insane. Today, if you know, you know. Like once you see like the light in the sun and you appreciate the light in the sun, you're no longer on the run. You're not trying to get some, but you understand you have to tell you have to grow, you have to love yourself in every which way. People get confused when you say play your own way. This is the only way, not the only way, the only way. The way is the way is the way, but you know the way. That's the whole idea. You know the way. That's very difficult for a lot of people to know that you can trust. Your angels are all around. When you listen to the sound, I have a guru, I have Jesus, I have Buddha, I have Hanuman, I know I have angels. And anything that looks quote unquote scary is really just reflections. So I was born into the Jewish world, so I knew that if I went down the path of truth, I would have to leave as Abraham. You have to leave your parents' home. You have to leave everything you thought you knew. You have to leave everything you thought you knew. I was born as a Jew, but I'm not mean. I'm not going to cause a scene. But I'm gonna say this. I would say bye bye for now. You know what you gonna do? What you gonna do as you pass on through? I was born a Jew. Now you might have to listen. I was sold. I was sold down that river. I was sold for a while. I had rules, many, many rules that were so cruel. But you could be Jewish, you could be Christian, you could be Catholic, you could be Muslim, whatever you want to be. But behind that is not what you are. You are much more than that. You are awareness, in all fairness. I'm here to share. But when you share in this way, people want to push you away. They'll call you gay, and I say it's okay to be gay. It's okay to be plus. They'll call that sus. It is what it is. As people pass on through, they want to know a clue about me. They want to know about me. You gotta ask the right questions. I'll give you the suggestions. Be who you are. That is what a star is. Near or far, even at a bar. But you have to know who's chosen. If you're frozen, you're definitely not chosen. You're judging. I'll give you a punch to nudge a little bit. Things get lit. You know what I'm saying? But you have to still a little bit. You feel a little excited. I'm like, call me a snitch for talking about the past, but I'm here at last. It's not bad, not even a tag. Your way is your way is your way. If you're born into a certain religion, it's okay. Love it. Love everything you do as you pass on through. Love all of it. But that too goes, don't you know? You pass on through. This body, no matter how much you think your body's a hottie, you gotta let it go. It's passing show. It goes to the grave. No need to save. Save, save, save. Be a goddamn slave. Yo, the ego. What do you do with him? You don't get rid. You learn to lean into like a wild child with a certain style. You understand the ego has to have a show. You understand. But he's not, he has to behave. He has to be your slave. So you lean in more and more, and you already know. I've been here. I've heard all the things on here. But I'm here to say, lean into love, because that's when you don't feel alone anymore. When you realize this is a loving journey for you, walking yourself home, really, but it's walking each other home. So that's why I'm here on this zone, to help people not feel alone. I don't feel alone anymore. I already know what's in store. I've been called all kinds of things, but look at my face. Look at me head to toe. You know I've grown. I can flex. I can dress to impress. I don't care anymore, but I'm here to share you should love yourself. And I say I love you. Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. I'm gonna curse right now. It's just a verse. No matter how absurd. I'm a little bit of a nerd. Call me a turd word. I heard. I already know. I already know. I planted that seed and I've grown. I don't give up. But I do sometimes. They're just lines, not a crime. Hi. What's up, Aaron? And everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody feel alone when you no longer feel alone in this zone. You no longer feel alone. You'd rather be alone, right? You'd rather be alone because you're never alone. When you're with God, you are never alone. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Cynic in Turkey. See, I share. Thank you, Dr. Cynic in Turkey. You understand? You appreciate. You don't hate. You don't get it right. Religion should never bring division. If your religion is bringing division, my admission is to leave that religion. Leave that place of disgrace if you can't show your face in this place. In this space, you are born for this. You can't miss. This is bliss. Here's a kiss. You're bugging now from a hug? How snug? I'll give you a big snug hug. I'm pulling out the rug. You'll say I'm on drugs while being a thug. Yo, this is a show. This is a station, a vibration, a sensation to appreciation. So start meditation without any hesitation. I love you. I love you. Thank you. I am so freaking loving. I had so much love in my heart, but they told me not to love everyone. They told me not to love everyone. Jewish and non-Jewish. Jewish and non-Jewish. BS. Human and human. Life and life. No more strife, even with an ex-wife. But we talk money, it's not funny. Who's God? In God we trust, or in the bills is a must, or else you'll bust. Fuck that, it's a trap. So clap. You made it. We made it. Together is better. We remember. We're here to surrender. We're not here to be contenders. No need to defend God in this bod. Head to toe, you grow. You know. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. The person that's supposed to find me at the right moment will find me. The love of my life, wherever that love might be my next wife. You heard it here first. Not a line I rehearsed. I don't know what's going to be. I'm going to sink into the mystery. Love the here and now. Love it so much. Sometimes a vape comes in clutch, you know what I mean? A little bit of an escape that vape, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's a rhyme and a line. So you breathe, you enjoy the flavor, you savor every moment. You don't have to lie, you're just a guy. You don't have to hide behind anything. You can sing in your wake, pray and play in your own way. You can stay. If you don't want to, that's all good too. It's all good as you pass on through. Do whatever it is that makes you feel that you are deserving to be who you are in this present moment. Nobody should put you down while they're looking at the ground and you're making this sound. Hell yeah, you're making this sound every day on the display because you know it's okay. You know you can play. You know you pray. Day by day routines, scenes. People want to be mean or obscene. Go ahead. I'd rather do something else instead. I was stuck with all that dread wanting to be dead, you understand? But I now know you never give up. You rise up. It's a vibration on this occasion, right here, right now. You subscribe to Feel Alive 365. You know what I mean? That deal. That's what's real feel. Breathe. If you don't, it's all good. Stay for a minute or two. Get a little clue. A sign and a rhyme. Beautiful. Grateful. Hit a little like. Why ride that bike? What did he say? Psych, bro. Chill. Enjoy the thrill. We're not here to kill. Could pop a pill. Could swallow. Heart's not hollow anymore when you know what's in store. You love, you love, you love, but you entertain because you enjoy like a little boy. Now I need to explain why I did train. It was never in vain. We are one and the same. My name is Yoni. If you are new here, have no fear. We're here to steer from fear, to make things more clear, to create our own routines, to write daily, to create your person who likes to create art. Don't be so smart, you'll never fall apart if you lean into what you create. Do not hate, do not hesitate, appreciate. And maybe you will levitate, you never know. But you don't go for the powers. Because I said, turn sour if you go for power. Do not go for the power. It's not about that. They're called cities, powers, cities, magic, black magic, people call tricks. People trying to be slick with tricks. No tricks, no doubt. When you don't scream and shout, you're not about clout. It's not about a bout. It's not about a fight. You don't want to fight. Keep things light, but the words are tight. And you shine bright like a diamond in the sky. People will say you're high. Why? Because you're just a guy, no lies. What can you do as people, as anyone passed on through? Aaron appreciates. Anyone appreciates that. We're just grateful. Grateful. People looking for relationships to complete them. Realize you have to find your zen. Don't contend. Lean back, learn to attract what will happen and unfold. Let it unfold, but you don't want to let it unfold. Still feeling so cold, frozen. You're chosen. You're chosen. You are chosen. You are chosen. You are chosen. We're all chosen. Once you feel for real, you're chosen, of course. No remorse. No looking back on the history, on that misery. People want to bring you back. It's a fact, it's a trap. So slap, I don't mean slap, I really mean clap, you know what I mean? But at the same time, create an energy space where you enjoy your own place. You lean into grace, you show your face on a display, whether it's one on the other side. It only says one person's on the other side. No reason to hide, no lies. Appreciate you all, but it's okay. The one on the other side, you see, it's me and you. It's me and you. That's what it is when you're with your beloved. It's me and you. It's always me and you. That's what a guru is. A guru is you. That might be you as you're passing on through, but it's you, one and the same. You realize you can never be alone on a phone. Even the one on the other side. Now, for we know what's in store, it goes in and out without a doubt. But I understand people want to go tap in, tap out. They want to see what I'm all about. But they think I'm about the cloud. I understand. I'm just a man. What am I supposed to do? Not come here, but if it's a beautiful atmosphere. But when you got rid of your own fear, it's pretty clear because it's one. We're having fun, everyone. That's the whole place. It's again one. We're always one. We are one. But it's hard not to be on the run because everyone else is. That's the biz they seem to be in. Seems like that's the religion. Driving around so fast, like they're gonna run out of gas. And I got all that sass. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Appreciate everyone for passing on through for a minute or two. If you're a kid, I'm not trying to get raped, but you definitely don't understand what I'm saying because I'm just playing. My hands are straying. It's okay if you stay or go. It's passing show, so now you know. This is just a flow. Plant your seed and sow. You too will grow. You already know. You like what you're looking at. My heart's not flat. It's not a trap. I know you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't stay for longer. You're getting stronger as you sit a little bit. You might be getting to a fit. Things get lit. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy. I'm 41, still having fun. I got three teenagers, an 18-year-old, a 15-year-old who's turned 16 soon, and a 13-year-old grateful, two boys and a girl who dances with a twirl. Smile from ear to ear. She knows she has no fear. She has a dad that's glad. Ah, I like a little boy, but enjoy it. Enjoy it. You gotta enjoy it. Welcome, Edison. Welcome. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate everyone. I say they want to know if I shave. They want to know if I shave. Behave. I just shave. You understand? Just shave. Behave. Not a slave. But we're all going to the grave. So save, save, save. Who's the slave? My ego learns to behave. He's like a devil, little rebel, but an angel from a different angle. Now I have to explain why I did train. But you think I'm about the fame, but you're going to give me the fame because you're going to be here more and more. If you know what's in store, I'm hardcore with my lines and rhymes. Sometimes I'll intertwine with you. Can't you see it through? My eyes are blue too, by the way. That's not about the play. That's true. Can't you see? These are crazy eyes, no lies. But look past the surprise. Can you see past the disguise? Past the skies. Yeah, it's beautiful. I know. I'm grateful to God. Thank you. It's not just about the Bob, but it's inside out, without a doubt. You don't need to scream and shout, but you could get real close, I suppose. What weird, strange. Guys, really weird. Yeah, you can point out. I know all things. All things you've said about me. I was stuck in my head with all that dread for so long. I was singing that song. Then you lean into the light. It gets so bright, and you understand people's love attitude. Why you're just a dude with all that gratitude. What the hell? They're under a spell of hell. I can tell they fell because I was there before. I knew it was in store. It's hardcore. Kidding me? Shitting me? What's going on, man? Do you understand? Lean back. Seven is heaven, 24/7. You know what I mean? Subscribe to Feel Alive 365. What's up, Eden? Welcome back. Yeah, scary, exactly. And look what you, and look what it is. Whatever you feel is real. That's the deal. But it's inside you. That's what's true. It's called projections. And of course, I'll be your reflection and then obsession. Ooh, but you'll be back. You want to know how to attract and not react and not learn to slap, but learn to clap because you made it here in this beautiful atmosphere. We don't have to steer you away. We could play in whatever way, but this is the only way. It's all going to be good if it's understood. But depending on the hood, I grew up a Jew. That might be new as you pass on through. I'm speaking too fast. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little sass. Oh, I'm sorry, not sorry. Oh, I didn't rhyme. Ooh, it's all good. If you want to stay, play. If not, go ahead. Enjoy your own plot. You're never going to rock. You're going to flip flop eventually. Can't you see another reality? Just change your mentality. It's all up in your head. Get out of your head. Do something else instead. Start to appreciate, breathe. Believe that you too will achieve. Once you conceive that you could retrieve, can you imagine that station, that vibration, that sensation, this initiation to appreciation with meditation without hesitation? Wow! so fast. Yeah, I bet I could kick his. Yeah, I bet you sang while I'm playing, but my hands are stringing. It's okay to say the same thing over and over. You understand? Where does this thing end? Round and around we go until we stop. Don't drop. Don't drop. Never stop. Oh, pass the grass. Pass the grass. Yo, sometimes we smoke the weed. We do the deed. We spill the seed. No doubt. We don't need to scream and shout about that. It's just a trap. So clap. It's okay. Play. Head to toe, you grow. You have to know yourself head to toe. You want to go out there to share only with others, brothers, mothers, sisters, all family. We should treat them merrily too, but you should know yourself. People want other people to love you. Do you love yourself head to toe? Do you look at your mirror head to toe and like, damn son, God, you did good. You did good, my God. Thank you, head to toe. Hell yeah. You should be saying, hell yeah, you fucking look good. You fucking look great. You did not hesitate to meditate. You fucking appreciate. Yeah, you heard me curse. Blast me if I curse, it's just a verse. And you come down, you make a different sound on this very ground, but you appreciate. You don't hate. It's not irate. You got past that gate. You should scream out love right on a station. It's a vibration. It's a sensation. It's appreciation. But again, you come back. Exactly. They don't want you to rise up. They don't want you to rise up to this occasion. Why? When you know. When you know you're just a guy. Why? When you know it's just an illusion. Why? When you know that was just causing you confusion to go back. That's a trap. Why? You're just a guy. You stop asking why. You just be here now. Be here now. If it doesn't make sense, don't get tense. I just leave you in suspense. It's a mystery without the histories. No more misery. You understand? Stop. Pause. Yeah, people will call you insane in the membrane. You're in your brain. Well, you complain. Well, I did train. Clearly, I did. I wanted to get rid of that little kid because people said you couldn't be a wild child. You couldn't lean into your own style. And yet you are here to get rid of your own fear. I'm trying to steer you away from fear. And yet people want to lead into places of religion, which bring division. It's okay to do as you pass on through. Love what you do, but you never want to be in a place of disgrace telling people certain things while quoting the name of going to temples, synagogues, churches, people talking about those things without love. Love, 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 love. The answer is love. It's not just above, not to shove. Stop it. Wars. Peace in the Middle East. When will violence cease? You know when? When you stop. When you go in. It's a decision to leave religion. For me, can't you see? People ask me about Buddhism. I have the Buddha in my life. I have a Hindu guru. I have Ram Dass, who was born into the Jewish world, who left the Jewish world, but was also in the Jewish world. And I was like, in, out, without doubt. We're in, we're not in. We are, we're not. I was born Jewish. Not anymore. But I know what was in store 1010. Of course it is. 1010. Let's do it again. Again and again and again. Gerard! Gerard! Gerard. Appreciate everyone for being here today on this beautiful display. Today is Friday. Friday. Things change, they rearrange. I told people I was here at 10 a.m. for a while, certain style, but people coming different times. The last couple of days, these things change. But we're here past the 10 o'clock hour, so if you made it, you made it. There's no 10 a.m. for the official time start, really. I was telling that to get people into a routine of it's people. I'm going to be here for a little bit, and things are going to start moving around. And I have to make a different sound on this right ground. If you understand, if you understand. Things are not, they look the same for a while, and then all of a sudden, little by little by little by little by little, they start to rearrange. I'm a coach, you can't approach. Of course, you can email me, but you can't you see a new reality shifts, and then you start to lift. You understand, you lean back again, once again. There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. Thanks for letting me know. Gerard sometimes is in a difficult place. Sometimes he's in a good place. We give him grace. So, but he's been here before. So, but I apologize for I didn't see. I guess he was being difficult. But trolls are souls. Jared's been here before, but maybe it's hard for him now because we're leaning in. There's a lot of noise out there. People are listening to a lot of the news for all the clues. There's a lot of noise. It's gonna get louder and louder and louder for a little bit. Don't get into a fit. Things are gonna get real lit soon. I saw people's faces today, dread in their eyes while they were looking for they're looking around, looking around. I know they didn't want to hear my sound. They didn't want to see me. I know. I didn't want to see me stand this beautiful display. It's gonna be okay. I pray and I pray and I pray, but it's not. You have to do it too as you pass on through. Your affirmations, your prayers, your manifestations, your sensations, your appreciation. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it anymore. No more. No more. No more. We left it alone. We left it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Sorry. I don't know. I don't. We're only here for a little bit longer. If you're wasting your precious time, go ahead. I'm not even bothering. Goodbye. 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 If you feel like you're wasting your time here in this beautiful atmosphere, I'm not sure what you're saying. It's not. It's a time to intertwine in magnificent design. Better together. I'm not here for. I might have to shut down these messages at some point when I go live at this point because people want to still. The people that want to understand, you got to connect with people one-on-one to be able to go ahead at this point. I'm from New York. I'm a little bit of a dork, but do understand. It's just love, and I really understand that. I say it's okay to go away, it's okay to play in your own way. At the same time, it's about creating your own routine and leading into love. I love everyone, but at the same time, fighting together is not the answer. It's not the answer. It never is. It never works. It never works with me anymore. But it's better when we're together. I really do appreciate everyone. Thank you. This is a good time. This is a good time. We're gonna drop into it. We usually start meditation. We're gonna drop into meditation for a few. Alexa, please play meditation. We're gonna drop in for a few. If you're new passing through, we're gonna drop into a little brief meditation. We'll continue for a few after that. If you want to stay or go, it's a passing show. It's all good. So be 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Drop in for the win. 44. I adore. Love you all. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Grateful. I'm just grateful today. I mean, the idea of not being alone and meditation really helps that. Really helps you not ever feel alone. I mean, I only tell people some of the things that go with my meditation. You have some appreciation, but you understand that meditation is for yourself. Doing well. Doing well. I'm from New York. My name is Yoni Life Coach. I'm able to turn my time into service of life coach, but also help people walk this journey. That's it. If you know, it's a select few people you kind of gratitude, pleasant to appreciate. It's loading. I'm speaking right now. It's okay. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Your name is Osama Awadi. Welcome, welcome. Osama Awadi, welcome, welcome. From Tunisia, North Africa. Cool. Very cool. Oh, appreciate you, Smolder. Appreciate you. It's God's glory. God's glory. You can't hear me now? Can you 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 hear me? It's checked. It's on, everybody. Can someone else let me know? But again, I don't know. It's passing a show. Maybe it's time for me to go. It's the outlet into the fall. I don't know. I planted that seed next, so but I don't know what to tell people as they pass on through. The mic is on. If you can't hear, you can't hear. Oh, be sure. But you're Starboard, the only one saying that. But I don't know. There's other people here, so other people need to say. Make sure it's your side. I'm not here to. I'm here. I can switch it up. But, you know. But if it's low, sometimes mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. As you pass it through. Hello, hello, hello through this window. Could just be from that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Check it now. Let me know if you're on the other side. No, no, work doesn't work. Oh, well, here we go. Let's switch it up. Now testing. Now testing. It's not about truth or not. Sometimes on the other side, some people say it doesn't work, but it's because it's not necessarily on my side. I've had two people tell me. One person says it's fine, one person says not. So you never really know. It depends on your service where you are. I'm using another mic right now. Yes, is it rhyme time? It's a certain design, but someone's telling me that it wasn't working. So I guess my mic is working now. Hell yeah! Thank you, Star. I appreciate you for telling me. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm not sure. That's what I was saying. I wanted someone else to say just to make sure, because how do you know if it's one on the other side? So never need to hide. I appreciate you for coming through for a minute or two. Really, really to find a little bit of clue of what I do as you pass on through. Subscribe to Feel Alive 365. You know what I mean? That kind of scene. Hit it, click it, stick it. We're here to be. We're here to be like a tree in this beautiful mystery. Together is better. Hit it. I like everywhere. Pakistan, US, Canada, Russia, Israel, Palestine. All of the things are fine. But it's the humans, the solution. All of us together is better. All of us. Appreciate you, Starboy. It could just be it was low on. Maybe it was low. I need to charge it. I don't know. Or it could just be. I don't know. The universe. Beginning you. Oh, Silent Tree is back. Appreciate you for coming on through right on time. Right on time. I don't know what's going on. Listen, I mean, people tell me what's going on. Just don't get caught up in the news with all the clues. It's a reminder to go inside. Are you really part of that story? Are you part of that story? Live in your story. Live in your story. I help people get out of their heads and do something else instead. How do you get into your story? Start to meditate, start to appreciate, start to go in. It's a decision. I had to leave my religion. I was born a Jew. That might be new as you're passing on through to see what I do. At the same time, Silent Stray's been here more than he knows the only way. He's been here many times. Moderation, that kind of station. Appreciate you as you're passing on through. You're from India. Welcome from everywhere in the world. I love you all. We're never going to fall when we're together. When we know we're never alone. When we're in the zone. When we're part of a place where we feel grace. When we can lean into a space where we can just be who we are. It doesn't have to be religion. If you love your religion, but love everyone too. Love everything. Love every moment. Breathe. Grateful. So grateful. Thank you. I've leaned in. People are scared when someone's so positive, but it's when you learn that this is a love story. It's God's glory. But you want to help people walk each other home, so you come on a phone, you create a zone where people never have to feel alone. They can intertwine with this design by the divine. It's right on time. But people think I'm slime when they just see your face. But how could they just see disgrace? They only see disgrace in them. They can't see a gem. They can't because they can't find their zen. I know they think that I'm here to pretend. What is there to do when you smile like a wild child? People call you a rebel, but you're just, like a little devil. But you're really an angel from a different angle, and you need to understand that's what you are. But you're a star, near or far. We're at the weekend. People are at the bar already. Are they trying to be steady? Complaining, complaining. Or are we training? Welcome everywhere, everywhere. I mean, look, listen. Forget about go. Just focus on yourself. Focus on yourself right now. Focus on yourself. If it's going on for you in your current home environment, but the idea is sometimes to go in, take care of your home. Why do people feel alone in their homes? If people in your home feel alone, people don't feel loved in their home. Work that out. You don't feel loved yourself. Work on your love for yourself. You can never be alone. Come join this zone. It's not so hard. At first, you start to rehearse some lines, one or two, to get a little bit of clue. So people pass on through. I'm like, yo, you write a page a day. It changes all your ways. People say you're a praise. It doesn't matter. The world will never shatter when you're no longer scattered. You're not here to flatter. You're here to just talk. If people want to stalk, they walk. It's okay. Trolls are souls. Crawl. We'll have a ball. Lean in. It's a decision. It's not a religion. It's a mission. We're anyway walking each other home anyway, whether you know it or not. Enjoy your own plot. It sounds straight. The way I realize it's people want to know. They ask me about politics, so I can be a critic of politics. I don't know. I don't know the politicians. That's my admission. I don't know them. I'm sure deep down they have a heart, every single one. But a lot of them are on the run. They're just trying to solve some problems, trying to solve the problems, right? They're trying to. Everyone's trying, doing their part. Everyone thinks they're smart, and people say the world's falling apart. Who knows? What do you know? You lean into your own story more and more. You lean into your story. Namo Buddha, exactly. You sit a little bit. You don't get to a fit. Things get real lit. But you have to do what you have to do. That's why I come on here. I like being here on this station. It's a vibration, sensation. I love being here with you guys. And I am a life coach you can approach, but at the same time, I'm on here. Love it here, love it there. One on one. Here's with many passing through for a minute or two. This is not a political channel, but people want to bring it to they want to bring it because they want to bring it to a place of love. They want people to shove in a place of love. And we're like, yo, God's not just above. He's right in me. Can't you see in that reality? Change your mentality. What if God shuffled by? One day we might see doing not a thing, breathing just to breathe. That's a line from Dave Matthews, man. I'm a huge fan. You understand? I said that line many times. Lest you become like children, you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. Where is heaven? That's Jesus Christ. Where is that heaven? It should suffice that one line. It's 24/7. It's right here, right now. You take a vow. It's not a vow. It's not a religion. It's a decision. It's the I am. Are you part of this fam? It's like a poetry slam. But you only know if you know it's passing show. You lean into your flow day after day after day, and you understand what happens on these displays. You start to realize there is a surprise. So no need to defend. People want to blend in a certain trend when they lean in, but it's two worlds splitting apart. So no need to get smart. We're not going to fall apart. I understand how it works. We push away the old, we bring in the new, and that's what's true. I was born a Jew with all those clues, all those rules. What a fool I was. You know, it's okay. I didn't know, but you did. But then you realize you did know. You just were told you didn't know. You really did know. You knew the whole time. Ever see the Truman Show? How's it going? Pretty good, pretty good. Grateful, grateful, grateful to be playful, not hateful. Grateful for people passing through, new or old. Grateful for the people that are no longer sold, that will not fold, that will not be told to run, 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 chase, chase, chase. Let's replace money, money, money. So funny. Yeah, but yeah, you have to pay the bills. You have to play the roles. Of course, people can approach the coach. You have to know it's your thing. At the same time, don't be chasing. Replace the chase. Show your face. It's energy. It's synergy. It all comes together once you remember. You surrender. You're not about being a contender, even if people are on a bender. But it's the beginning of the weekend. It's not the end. It's the beginning of the weekend. You know what I mean? It's a journey. The journey keeps going. It's an amazing journey. What's going on here? I'm a life coach, so people can't approach, but at the same time, I use a magnificent design with my rhymes and lines to bring people into a place of grace, that place in between, that scene where they don't have to be mean anymore, when they know what's in store, but it's freaking hardcore. Do you know what I mean? Lines, when you say, like, it's not a crime to intertwine with this magnificent design by the divine right here at this time, because this is the time, it's now. How you bow to the moment at hand. I'm not a band, I'm like a one man band, you understand? But I'm just a man. I sit back, I learn to attract. That's a fact. It's a rap. You can clap, you can slap. Any way you go is your way. This is the only way, not the only way. The only way. Play and pray in your own way. Create your scenes. Live out your scenes. Be the dream that you know you're supposed to be. Sit like a tree. Learn to be free in this beautiful mystery. What does it mean to be free? Get out of your head. Do something else instead. No longer dread. You don't want to be dead. You know what was in store was hardcore. The grave now. You wanted to save. Yes, believe. I was born in jail. Wanted to save, save, save. So much, so much. Woo. But then you let go. You let go. You lean into what it is you love to do. And give people this place and to understand that obviously one-on-one I know is different together, but we're here on this display in the morning, YouTube at night. How do I stay consistent? Like if I decide tonight I will study 8 hours tomorrow, but I get distracted, how do I not get distracted and do what I think? Well, first of all, you're already distracted from now, thinking about that later on. So think about that, right? We're already distracted because we're thinking about something that has to go on later. How am I going to do something later? I thought you'd be here. The way to not be distracted is to realize talking about the distraction is the reaction to my thought. I'm reacting to a thought. How do I not get caught in my thought? How do I get out of thought and just do what it is I need to do? Get out of thought. How do you get out of thought? Go behind the thought. But it's a practice. Everything's practice, not miracles. You want to see miracles in life. You let go of strife, but how do you let go of strife? You sit longer. I don't just tell people this is like a joke. It's not like just blowing smoke. It's not just words, no matter how absurd. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd with my routines. I'm a nerd, an absolute nerd. I can't worry about anybody else when it comes to my routines. You're a nerd. Meditate, you appreciate, but meditation every day help me come back to this moment. To realize, okay, that's how you could sit a little bit. But you start. It's very different. But the truth is, here's the next step. Sandra, I love you for always asking questions. Is that the truth is that you're studying maybe for something that you don't necessarily want to be studying for. That's hard. I understand. You're in what's called somebody training. Somebody training's hard. I'm in the nobody training. I'm in the nobody training, which would mean you're nobody special. Everyone's special, but we're nobody. But we go into what's called somebody training. We're trying to become somebody. So we a lot to learn. We go through the learning process, learning a lot of things we don't want to learn because we don't yet learn to discern. So we don't really yearn to learn that stuff, and that's when we feel life is rough. So just say to yourself, this is really what I want to do. It's like you have to believe that this is what you want to do. And then put yourself into like, I'm going to do this full heartedly. But that's a hard one to do out because I tell people, lean into what you do. But as you're younger, it's like almost like my teacher said, it's like, there's nothing I can do. I can just be the version on this excursion and people can see what they want to see, sit like a tree, learn more and more how to be free, keep coming back. You're not perfect. You're not enlightened. But you're not frightened anymore. You already know what's in store. You already know it's like, it's a trap. Everything's a trap. Everything's like to get you caught. So just don't get caught. And as long as you go and take breaks, I take a lot of breaks when I learn. I take breaks. I learn a lot. I learn a lot. Today, I'm a very big learner. I call my middle son. I said, it's so funny. He's watching these videos. He's learning a lot of stuff, and I'm like, it's funny how they say, like in school, like teachers will say, my son like doesn't always pay attention, whatever. It's not that he doesn't want to learn the stuff they're teaching him. He wants to learn things he wants to learn, and that actually is learning to discern at a young age. And instead of discouraging him from doing that, I encourage him. I don't say not to learn in school. I just say keep on learning what you like to learn. The school stuff I said, do plus you can. You don't have to pay attention if you want to. You're already there anyway. But at the same time, when you're at home, you're in your zone, learn. We're always learning. If you're watching a television show, you're learning, unless you're just not paying attention to the television show. You're learning every single moment in a sense. There's always There's no moment in this game. Appreciate all you guys. Alpha, welcome back. Love you too. Love you too. Without thinking, I would distract. Yeah, there's no thinking involved, right? It's like, but it's hard to get out of your head and do that when we're so used to being in our heads, and that's why I talk about the routines. How do you get out of your head? You can't just get out of your head like you can if you believed you could, but many people in the moment can't believe they could. My friend once said to me, I really couldn't stand my friend. He would say, you have to, there's levels. And I would get annoyed at him. And I'm like, I was a rebel, man. I was a freaking devil to him. And I was like, yo, stop talking about the levels. That's garbage. There's no levels. It's not levels in what you think there's levels. It's an understanding, it's an awareness. So, in all fairness, it's not levels. It's not levels. But when you have to, not you have to, you're going to create some sort of routine, some sort of awareness practice, whether it be an affirmation, standing in nature, breathing, consciously breathing. You're going to find that place that's going to bring you into the presence. And then you start to embody the present moment of like, all right, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to choose what I'm going to do, and I'm going to full on do what I'm going to do. So like if I come on here, like you see, I'm here for like I could come on thinking I'm going to be here for 5 minutes, but I enjoy like a little boy, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to be here. I used to come on for 2 hours, and I'm like, it's too much. 2 hours here, 2 hours there. That's too much. But then also things rearranged in my life, no joke. So I have to change things around, make a different sound this diagram. So you come here for a little shorter, but you rearrange and you understand. But also the way I do things on here changed. Also, I didn't know it was gonna be rhyming. That only started happening a month or so ago. So, but that happened through routines. Yeah. What do you all worship in Judaism? Are there multiple gods? No. Judaism is one that we believe in monotheism. Judaism, one God, one God. Like Christianity and Catholicism in the sense. There's no Trinity in Judaism. Um, it's one God. But it's 613 commandments. There's 613 commandments. Now, many of them are not related to nowadays. A lot of them have to do with the old temple and when the temple comes back. In any event, the main thing is that the Jewish people tend to tell you, and they tell you, and I don't know if the numbers are true. I don't believe the numbers are so accurate. They say it's like 0.00000 like 1% of the world. It doesn't make sense to me, and I'm born Jewish, so I'm gonna say it. So people like say, "Oh, anti-Semite." I'm not anti-Semite. I love everyone, including Jewish people. But you're people first. Everyone's a person. So to me, now, what I do say is that I don't know the numbers. I'm not collecting, I'm not counting people, but my world was only Jewish. So in my world, it didn't matter what anyone else's world is. My world was like 90% Jewish, 10% non-Jewish for a long time. Till I was So I went out to the working world at age 21, and I was already fully programmed into. I was modern Orthodox growing up like this with the yarmulke on my head, and I had rules like you're gonna only be friends with Jewish people. You can't be friends with non-Jewish people. Only Jewish people. You only go to Jewish people's houses because you can only eat kosher food. You can only eat kosher restaurants, so therefore excluding anyone who's not Jewish. It's very interesting my world I was living in, wealthy world, but very in a box, very much in a box. Um, there's God is everything. It's one. It's oneness to me. Silence your oneness. It's always been. It's one. We're one. There's no separation. So to me, I don't know. It's like I think the sun. I think the moon. I think you as God. But everything is God. So we are the divine. But it's hard. Like there's no separation. So what does it mean? It's a paradox of one and separation. One and two. That's a little bit of a clue. Um, it's one to the two, back to the one. There's a dance happening from one to the two. But anyway, in the world that I grew up in, I grew up with a lot of rules, and you have to stay to marry Jewish and everything Jewish, Jewish, Jewish. And then slowly but surely in my marriage, my ex-wife, she was also embedded in it, but she really kind of like showed me that there was like stop pretending like you're because when you're inside a home and people feel alone in that zone, people know what's going on behind closed doors. You're keeping religion, but you're the God. You know what you're doing. It's not about anybody else. You know what it is you're doing. So you're there. If you're contradicting yourself, but I really should be doing. It's not. I really should be doing anything. It's like no, you did something. It's okay, whatever. But like we just have to learn to play and pray in our own way, and that's a difficult one. So it's easier to learn from others. Like I don't know how to live this life. Like let me learn from other people. Like well, look, there's got to be a way. Like this is the way because like it shows me. But like the whole way of Jesus was like there is no way. The way is I am. The whole way is realize that's the whole paradox. Is like the way is the way is the way is the way for you. The way is, but I had to. It was a slow process to get out, and they'll tell you, though, people will still call you Jewish. They'll still say you're a Jew, and I'm like, no, I'm not. That's the plot that they want you to rot in. It's a decision for me. I don't care if you consider yourself whatever. If my kids consider themselves whatever they want, it's okay. I let my children play in there. I brought them up in religious circles. I brought them up. My kids were in religious schools. I was very religious. I got religious at age 18. I grew up my beard and I became a rabbi. And I had a shaved head, side curls, the whole get up. I wouldn't shut up either there. And and I would share and I would say, we're the chosen people. We're the chosen ones. And everyone else was not. We got a better place in heaven. Not realize that's a ridiculous. It's you're going. You think you're going somewhere. You just are coming back around and around. You go to merry-go-round until you stop. Stop with the holding on so tight. Keep it light. It shines so bright when you see the sunlight. Oh my God! It's not. My God is right. My God is so beautiful. No worries. No worries. People drop this song was this meditation song was called "Drop In." People drop in for a minute or two to get a little bit of a clue of what I do. I was born a Jew. I give people, yes, I did tell people a little bit of the story, but it is God's glory to realize that was the whole thing. I had to be born exactly in that way, exactly in this exact incarnation to create my own vibration, to realize to lean into my intuition, which was not an easy decision, but ultimately realize that's the big surprise. You lean into love. It's a love story. It's God's glory. It's love story. God's glory. So subscribe to Feel Alive 365. I appreciate all you new or old. Never be sold. We're never gonna fold. There's a story that's to be told. It's not your story. It's God's glory. But it kind of is yours. But it's both. That's the whole thing. It's the paradox of life. No more strife. My name is Yoni. I really, really appreciate you for passing on through. It will all be okay. Namaste. It's time to go on this passing show. Love you.